Hi, I'm Mark from easylawnmowing.com and this is the LawnMaster CLMF4815E cordless lawnmower. In this video we're going to take a look at its features and functions, and by the end of this video review you'll know whether this is the right cordless lawnmower for you and your lawn. So before we take a closer look at this LawnMaster cordless lawnmower, we need to get it unboxed. So let's do that now. Let's see what comes supplied with this cordless mower. Okay, so what do you actually get supplied? So naturally you're going to get the mower itself. So as I mentioned earlier, this is the LawnMaster. It's a cordless lawnmower. It takes two 24-volt batteries to make it a 48-volt mower, and they're two 4-amp-hour batteries that come supplied with it. The deck size is 15 inches, that's around 38 centimeters, and you've got the central carry handle here, you've got central height adjustment, but I'll be explaining more about that in the specification. Okay, you get your grass catcher bag. So they don't state how big this is, but I would estimate this is around 8 gallons, so that's a really good size catcher bag for this size deck. It's all cloth, which is going to be great because it's going to have really good, or should have really good circulation, but I'll be testing that out later to see how well it picks up the grass cuttings. There's a little bit of assembly to do with the grass catcher bag, but I'll be showing you that in another video. You also have a little bit of assembly to do with the handlebars. So you have your handles here, and I can see there that you're going to be able to adjust the height of the bars into 3 different positions, which is great, and I really like to see that. So some mowers, they're either too low or too high, but with this mower you can adjust that height, which is fantastic. You get a double charger with this mower, and that's great because some brands, they give you a single charger, they give you 2 batteries and they expect you to charge both batteries separately, which is crazy. But LawnMaster, they give you your dual battery charger, so you can charge both of these 4-amp-hour batteries together so that you're ready to go when they're charged. Speaking of the batteries, you get 2 24-volt 4-amp-hour batteries. You've got a gauge on the battery there so you can see how much they're charged. They come supplied with the kit. And remember, these batteries are power share as well, so you can use these in hedge trimmers, grass trimmers and other tools, other 24-volt tools from LawnMaster, so that's a really great touch. You get some nuts and bolts here and some cable ties, but again, I'll show you that in the assembly. You get your user manual, which will show you the assembly and the operating and the safety instructions for this mower. Okay, so I nearly missed this. It was already in the back of the mower. It's the mulching plug. So this mower comes with a mulching plug as well, which is fantastic. And we'll be testing that out later. So what that means is you operate the mower with the mulching plug in. You don't have the grass catcher bag connected, and that enables you the grass cuttings get circulated around the deck, cut into very fine pieces, and then I'll just put back into the lawn, so you don't need to collect the grass cuttings. And I love mulching. Certain times of the year I mulch my own lawn, so I can't believe that LawnMaster are throwing this in as well. That's really great. So that's it. That's pretty much what you get supplied with this LawnMaster. Okay, so let's get our LawnMaster assembled. It's super simple to assemble. So the first thing I normally do is just get the grass catcher assembled. So you'll notice there's a slot here in the top of the catcher bag, and that's for your handle to go through. So you simply slide that through. If I show you that on the side there, you can see that the handle is naturally there for you to take the grass catcher on and off. And then all you do essentially is just get the clips here, these black clips, clipped over the bars of the frame of the catcher bag, like so. That's your bottom one done. Then you do your sides, so they come from the inside out. Okay, and then you've just got 2 here at the top, which just clip over the top. Okay, and that's it. That's your grass catcher assembled and ready to go onto the mower. Okay, so the next thing to do is to get the bars assembled onto the mower. So all you do is just put the upper part of the bars to one side. Take these 2 lower sections. So you want the bend tilting up this way to the back. And then we just undo both the nut there and take the washer off, and then that simply slides on. Then you put your washer on, And then, as I mentioned earlier, there's 3 different positions that you can have the bars locked into. So I'm going to have it on the central position, and this is where you would adjust that. So I'm just going to put that on, screw that up into place. Okay, and that's the first one in. So I'm just going to repeat that on the other side. Okay, so that's the lower bars attached to the mower. So we now just need to assemble the upper part to the lower part of the bars. So you'll notice there's 1 hole on the upper part, but there's 2 holes on the lower part. So that means you can adjust the height of the mowers into into 2 different positions. So either there or slightly higher. So again, not only can you adjust that angle, but you can also adjust the height to get a really good mowing position and a good posture whilst mowing. So what I would suggest, if you're doing this on your own single-handedly, is just get the nuts and bolts undone, because you're going to need 1 hand holding the bars and 1 hand to do the nuts and bolts up. And then you just offer up the bar. So the starter bar goes on the top, it doesn't go underneath, it goes across the top here. And then you just offer the bars up to one of the holes. I'm going to do it on the slightly lower one here. And then you push the bolt from the inside out. Then your washer goes on. And then your nut goes on like so. Okay, and once you've got one on, the other side just holds itself. It's relatively straightforward, but it's just a repeat. Okay, and last but not least, we just need to put these cable tidy clips on the bars. So you've got clips already on here, which you just clip in, and then just pop one on the lower section, and then one up here on the upper section of the bars, and that just keeps everything nice and tidy like so. And that's pretty much it. That's the mower now assembled. So I've got the mulching plug removed, and that means that the grass catcher can now just slot on the mower like so. All we need to do now is really just get these batteries charged, and we'll be ready to go out and test the mower. Okay, so that's our LawnMaster now assembled. So what I thought I'd do is just go over the specification of this mower so you know exactly what you're getting. So the mower itself is a 15-inch deck size. It's just slightly smaller than a 15-inch, but it's advertised as a 15-inch deck. That's around 38 centimeters. There are other LawnMaster models, cordless models, that you can purchase if you think that this is either too small or too big. So there is a smaller 13-inch deck that you can purchase. It's not a 48 volt, it is just a 24, so it will just take that one battery. But there's also larger as well. So there's a 17-inch and a 19-inch. So what is this mower good for? So with these 2 4-amp-hour batteries, you're going to get around ½ an hour of runtime. So that's going to be great for lawns up to around 5,000 square feet, or around just shy of 500 square meters. But around 5,000 square feet, you will be able to get your lawn mowed, as long as it's not sky high in one go with the batteries in one charge. Okay, so that's this 15-inch model. It has 4 cutting heights here, which are centrally controlled, so there's no adjustment of the axles or anything like that. You just adjust the height very, very simply using this lever, and it is very smooth, very nice, very smooth in order to adjust the height. So what about the cutting height? So those 4 cutting heights range from 1¼ inches to 2½ inches. So that's a great range of cutting heights there, and that's going to be good for all the different seasons. You have a central carry handle here, which is nice. The handles also fold down at both the lower point and the upper point. You can adjust the handles in terms of the angle, so there's 3 different angles here, and there's 2 different height settings that you can adjust the bars to as well. That's important to get a really good mowing posture whilst mowing. In terms of the grass catcher, it is an all cloth catcher, which I really like to see because the circulation is normally great. There's no vents on the top here, so if your grass is dry, then you're not going to have all that dust and debris being flown up into your face. That's a solid cloth catcher. So the only thing you're not going to get with this grass catcher is a flap that tells you when it's full and needs to be emptied, but I think you'll be able to see when it's full anyway. So that's around 8 gallons. They don't advertise how big that is, but I've kind of measured it, and I believe that's around an 8-gallon grass catcher. So you also get a mulching plug supplied with it. Remember, this will come in the machine when you purchase it So don't just put the grass catcher on and go out, because it's just not going to pick anything up. Make sure you remove the mulching plug if you don't want to mulch. But that's a great thing. I normally mulch 3 or 4 times a year in my lawn. And it's just fantastic that LawnMaster have included that in the package. You get a dual charger, so unlike some other brands, they give you 2 batteries and they give you a single charger, which in my opinion is crazy. LawnMaster give you a dual charger. You can charge these 2 batteries up together, so when they're charged, you're ready to pop them in the machine and off you go. There is a safety key supplied in there as well, so you take that out and this mower won't be able to be started even with the batteries in. So as I mentioned, these are 24 volt. It uses 2 batteries, so it operates at 48 volts. So having that 48 volts of power means this is going to be able to cut longer, thicker, denser grass, which is great to see. And you're going to have it running at 4 amp hours, and that's going to give you around that 35 minutes of runtime. A quick look under the deck. You'll see here that you have your blade. It's a mulching blade, and you can tell that because of these wings here. So if you do have the mulching plug in, it's going to circulate those grass cuttings and cut them down into a nice fine mulch. And that's really going to benefit your grass as well. You'll notice here there's no rear roller, so if you're in the UK and you want that stripy lawn, this mower isn't going to be for you. It does have a striping mat at the back, so you will get some definition of a stripe on the lawn, but it's not got a rear roller. If we turn it over and have a look here, what I really like about mowers that have larger rear wheels is they're much easier to maneuver around the lawn. And that's a 6.7 inch rear wheel there, which is great to see that it has a larger rear wheel on the back. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's the specification of this LawnMaster mower. Okay, so I've just done 2 or 3 passes now with this LawnMaster cordless mower, and I'm super impressed, and I hope you could hear that on the camera there. So I hit a longer patch here, and that motor stepped up the power to deal with that longer grass, which is fantastic. And why that is important is because it will save your battery. So as soon as it detected that the grass was easier, it stepped the power down, and that's going to give you longer run times with these batteries. So that's fantastic that that's incorporated into this LawnMaster. In terms of picking up, it's left absolutely nothing on the lawn. It's given a super fantastic close cut so far. So if I just show you that, and you can see there, I've literally done a couple of passes up the lawn, and you can see there that it's really packing that grass into the catcher bag really nicely and leaving no cuttings on the lawn. Okay, so fantastic start. Let's get the rest of the lawn cut, and then we'll summarise and I'll tell you the pros and cons of this mower. As always, I do always go over the pros and cons of any particular mower. So let's get the cons out of the way. So the first thing is, this is a 15-inch deck. So if you've got anything larger than, say, a 5,000 square feet lawn, I would opt for a larger deck, maybe going up to the 17 or even the 19-inch model of the LawnMaster. Also, you're not going to get a rear roller with this mower. So many people, they don't want striped lawn. You do have a mat at the back, and you can see there it has to some extent striped the lawn, but there's no rear roller, and that's pretty much it. That's the cons of this mower. It's next to nothing really. So what about the pros? So let me go over the things I love about this mower. So the first thing is the power stepping up and down. I was surprised at a mower, cordless mower at this price point, able to step the power up and then step it down so quickly after it detected the grass had got easier. That's going to be great for the runtime of this battery. So I got around 30 minutes out of this battery. It does claim to go up to 35 minutes, and I think it probably would if your lawn was a little bit shorter than mine. So if I was now going over this lawn, I believe I would get the 35 minutes out of it. You've got a great range of cutting heights, that 1¼ inch up to 2½ inch, fantastic for all the seasons of the year. Another great point about this mower is you have the bar running across the top here like you would with a gas mower. So that makes it really, really easy for doing left and right hand turns single-handedly. So you don't have just a single starter on the left or right, which is fantastic. It's padded as well. So you'd think, oh, all mowers have padded handles. They don't. Some just have a bar here, and that's not comfortable to use, and you feel the vibration. Super quiet as well. This is a brushless motor. LawnMaster just pack everything into this mower. This is a brushless motor. It's gonna last longer. It's gonna be quieter. You get the mulching plug. You get in the 8-gallon grass collection box, which absolutely picks up fantastically. The circulation is good. The mulching is great as well. What else do I like about this mower? You can fold these bars down as well for reduced storage, and having that cloth collection box as well helps to reduce the amount of storage that you have. So you're folding at this point and you're folding at that point to make a really nice package, really short, that you don't need a lot of space to store this, which is great. Another thing which I didn't pick up on at the beginning, you have these blades at the front here. So when you're cutting up to the edge, this blade here pulls the grass from the edge up against a wall or a fence. It pulls it into the path of the blade and cuts really nice and close up to the edge as well. I hope you found this review of this LawnMaster cordless lawnmower useful. If you did, could I please ask that you click the thumbs up button below this video, and why not subscribe to my channel as well, and then you'll get notifications of when I release any future videos. You will need to click that bell icon if you want the notifications. There's a full review over on the easylawnmowing.com website. There's a comparison table there as well to show the differences between the 13, the 15, the 17 and the 19-inch version of this mower, because there are some differences. So please head on over there now to be sure that you get the right mower for your circumstances. Thanks very much for watching this video review, and I'll see you in the next one.